Okay, I'm now recording. I'd like to thank those that's here. And my name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. I'm one of the many voices of TBC. It's great to see our leaders here. And I thank you so much two from Africa and one from originally from Bangladesh, but he lives in Italy, and that's Mr. Simone, Mr. Michael, Mr. Peter. I thank you all for being here, and we'll just get started. Again, I'm also one of the two ambassadors of goodwill for TBC, and it's an honor to be that. One of the great leaders here in the TBC community, as we all know. I'm quite familiar of our platform, backwards and forwards. And folks, it's an honor to be with you all. Okay, now, what I want to do is go real quickly with you all, something that we all know that is extremely important that's on our blog. And it was put on the blog, I believe, yesterday by Admin. He spoke about it early this morning about this. So I'm going to go over it, folks. Normally, we don't read from the blog per se, but I'm going to do this particularly because it's so important, okay? So we are only hours away. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just share my screen. And I've already pulled this up in my Comcast back office. And it says the need to separate those from can from those that can't, okay? And it just shows, those that say yes to different things here. But I'm going here to read what it says. It says, admin, this is come straight from admin. Admin says, with only 2 days left now, that's hours away now, folks. Okay, because we are in the last day of May of 2020. We'll never see it again. Okay? All right, and this was done 2 days ago. With only 2 days left in May 2020, we will soon find out those that can meet simple requirements from those that can't. May is the last month that the requirement to stay at the master adopting team is just paying the admin fee. As you see in the image above, the KCBO, which stands for Comcast Back Office, exactly 13,700 members have met the requirement so far to pay the master adopting team during the month of June 2020. 22,492 minus 13,700 equals 8,792. Now, 8,792 members better hurry up, like hours away, folks, and meet the simple requirement for midnight, May 31st, 2020, London time. Remember, London time we're talking. Or they will be removed from the master adopted team permanently. Did you hear that, folks? Permanently. That's a lot of people. More than enough forgiveness have been given to those 8,792 members, so they should not expect any more last chances. NBAY has encouraged admin, admin has encouraged his own self to keep forgiving those that's not been paying the admin fee on a regular basis. Now, I, for one, I'm sure everyone here have paid it every month on the 1st. And I will continue to do that as long as I'm in my health and strength and do the requirements that's needed set forth. Okay, on June 1st, the number of members that made it onto the mass adopting team will be locked down for the whole month of June. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. On June 1st, the number of members that made it onto the mass adopting team will be locked down for the whole month of June 2020. The number will not expand to all during the month of June. This means the rotator should start to rotate on that specific number. Starting on June 1st, mass adopting team 1 will get funded first, then number 2 gets funded next, and so on until every member of the mass adopting team gets the first round of funding. Then the rotator starts over as it makes second round of rotation, and so on until the last payment is made during the month of June 2020. Now, admin put a correction here. So this is a key piece. Correction. I discussed with the manager over the IT, over the information technology, and it turns out that the rotations don't start over each month. Starting with the mass adopting team number 1, as stated above, The rotator just continues until and continue where it's left off the previous month. Admin said, I'm sorry for publishing this misinformation. Okay? So essentially, it doesn't start, it just picks up where it left off the previous month. So we get into July, it just starts wherever it left off. That's just how they got the system built. Because admin, you know, we have also known the way we've been told, but admin, you know, he's human. Okay? So this is how it is. But you know what I say, folks, and this is my part here. If you follow exactly what the requirement is and you try to get that, and what have I also always said? What have I always said? I've always said, always pay the admin fee on the first so you can benefit. It's a benefit of that, right? You get 30 TBC coins if you're on Team A, right? You get 1 if you're on Team B. And it subtracts each day, therefore, to the 30th of the month, right? Whether you're on Team A or Team B, based on how much you receive on those 2 areas, right? However, I've also said you don't, and admin said it this morning. Now, I didn't get that from the admin. That's just the way I think anyway. I don't wait. Do you think I'm waiting? I haven't even gotten in June, and I'm already thinking about that one particular, I've already got my 2 people. They're already ready to go. In fact, I'm having a Zoom, a private Zoom with those 2 people tomorrow around 1 o'clock tomorrow, 2 hours before my broadcast for tomorrow. You see, I'm not playing around with this thing, folks. I don't know about you all. I want to benefit from the rotator just like everyone else. I want to see this TBC grow just like everyone else. So I had my 2 people already thought during the first week of May of this month. I talked with both of them just yesterday. All ready to go, folks. So when I pay my admin fee on the 1st, they ain't gonna be all signed up, ready to go, admin fee paid. Everybody has their income, their Bitcoin ready to go. Because you have to lead as an example, correct? Lead as an example. So now that I've already took care of that, almost 2 to 3 weeks ago, I'm already thinking about my 1 merchant that's gonna be a requirement of, and if we need 2 more, I'm already thought about 2 more I'm gonna get involved in TBC. If that 2 and if that's accumulation, and I want that cleared up by me and Adam, because I shared that the big thing he's talking about these merchants, right? If you need to have 1 merchant, I've already thought about at least 5 merchants that I want to talk to. I may get them all lined up. So you don't wait till the last minute, do we? You know, we don't wait till the last minute. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna stop screen sharing and just bring on some leaders. Anybody want to say anything? I see Brother Musa, my neighbor state of Maryland. Thank you for coming today, brothers. Anybody here, Musa, anybody want to say anything regarding to what we're talking about today? Anybody at all? I know that a lot of you all know the expectation is here, but this is getting recorded and somebody will probably see this broadcast because they're hours away of paying the admin fee for May. Hours away. My wife Marlene and I, we already know our back office is going to be paid. Going to be paid. My 2 people are already ready. The question is, do everybody have their 2 people? Do you know that they have their Bitcoin already to go, or Ethereum or Litecoin, you know, those 3 cryptocurrencies you can pay for? Do you know that they already ready? I'm almost can guarantee that our brother, Mr. Michael, Mr. Simone, and Peter and Musa all have all theirs ready to go. How you doing, Mr. Michael? How you doing there, brother?
I'm doing great, Mr. Stephen. Good evening.
Great. Thank you so much for seeing. He's from Ghana. Thank you so much. And I just saw Mr. Michi from Nigeria just came in. Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, good evening.
But I want to say that we're talking about, we only got hours away from paying the admin fee for May. I went over the blog post that admin put in our private blog, and he talked about 8,700 people. If they didn't pay their admin fee this month, they're in trouble.
Serious.
Cause we've been doing this paying the admin fee every month since January, and admins keep forgiving people. We keep forgiving them, but you can't keep doing that the whole year. You did that half of a year, so now we have to, I have my 2 people all ready to go. Bitcoin all ready to go. We're gonna do everything on the 1st. See, this is what I train my people. I train my people to do what I do. And that's what you have to do. Oh, Mr. Solo is here. Oh, great. So what I'm saying is, you train people to do what you do. You train them to get there too. Don't you know I'm already training those 2 to get there too for already? You train people to get there too. But what I'm talking about, I went over again just for Solo because they come in later. I went over the blog post that was that's right on the TBC private blog. And it's a shame that 8,700 people haven't paid the admin fee for March. What is it going to take, people? We cannot run our platform for free. There are people behind the scenes that are making sure that it's running smoothly for each and one of us. They have to get paid weekly. Admin spends $17,000 to $8,000 a week paying these people out of the admin fees. What is it going to take for people to get that done? We talked about cash centers as a way to help those people. We went over in our training this morning. Admin said some of the same things I've been saying, and I didn't get it from admin. I don't wait till the last minute. When I know it's a requirement, when admin been telling us in his training about when he's going to start, I've already been thinking about merchants already, who I'm going to talk to. I've already highlighted at least 5 already. But I kind of know how to approach them, but I want to make sure I know by the training I'm getting from admin. And we talked about that a little this morning. So please, I've said it many times, don't wait. When you know what the requirement is going to be, when you first hear it, start planning right then. Then you won't be so anxious and be under a lot of stress trying to get that one requirement right at the nearest time we're supposed to start it happening. See, I don't know about you all, but I try to do everything on the 1st. Like admin, like we all, like MB and I, we do this every time. So let us be mindful of what the platform we have here. If you are on team A, my God, act like you're on team A. If you want to benefit from this rotator, act like you're on this rotator. Okay? Act like you're a millionaire or billionaire that you really are. Act like you're an admin that you really are. Stop thinking like a consumer. Think like a millionaire or a billionaire that you are. Now, y'all hear some of these same things come from admin, have you? Now, guys, I know I'm not necessarily talking to you all here because I know y'all get it. Y'all get it. Peter, go ahead, brother. You raise your hand. You can unmute yourself. How you doing there, Peter?
Okay. I'm fine, Stephen, and you've talked about the payment of admin, and there was an audio which was shared by MP, and he talked about that today people should be paying today for the admin fee. And I went ahead and paid the admin fee.
Oh, good. Good.
Apparently, when you pay on this last day of the month, I have seen there is no coins. It will reflect tomorrow because expiration is showing that it will expire on 1st July. So I don't know what will happen.
You kind of fading away. Are you saying you paid it already for the month of May, correct? Peter, you there? Something happened. I guess he having a poor network. I thought I heard him saying, y'all tell me if y'all heard this. I heard him say that he paid it, but he don't know what's going to happen on the May 1st. I mean June 1st. I'm not sure. Peter, did you say that?
Yes, I was saying now because I was supposed to pay on first so that at least I receive 30 coins as it's supposed to be. But I paid today, though it is showing that it will expire on 1st July. So I was asking whether when you pay in advance, the admin will consider those who pay in advance and give them coins as for those people who are paying on first.
Okay, because when you pay for if you paid for May, you haven't paid for June yet. Even though you paid later in May, that's only for May, and you get the coins for, and you also are on Team A right now. Everybody pays on Team A right now. However, on June 1st, see what y'all got to understand. I'm gonna give it to you, Mr. Mitch, in just a minute. What you got to understand is that on June 1st, everything starts again in terms of paying that admin fee and that new requirement of having your two people. If you pay the admin fee, good, you'll get some coin, but you don't have your two people, then you're gonna wind up going to Team B. Because yes, go ahead.
Yes, I had paid for the May month. I paid at the beginning of May.
Oh,
so
good.
Today I was paying for June.
Yes, you're gonna pay on June 1st. Are you gonna pay on June 1st?
No, I've already paid for June now in advance.
Oh, listen. Stop. Hold on a minute. Oh, yes. I don't know where you've been at the training, but admin have said so many times, and I'm sure Mr. Amici and everyone else here is aware that you need, folks. Let me share some. Let me show y'all something. So you can see it. I hope my back office haven't timed out, but hold on a minute. Count. Trying to go to my account. Not responding for some reason. Hold on a minute. Okay. Right here. Can you see this, Mr. Peter? Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. This is a key area right here that a lot of people miss. You see this in red right here? It says, please check the date and time shown to be advised when your payment will process. Payments processed after this time, May 31st. See, this is London's time. Now, according, you see when I paid, it says paid here. I paid by bulk payment on May 1st around this time, London's time. And right here it says Kringle account expires on June 1st. This is where people are making their mistake. They're paying before. I'm not sure. You may need to get that clarified with admin or tech support. If you've already paid for Comcast back office for June and May, it may not process that way. It may process for June. You just may have paid extra. Are you supposed to wait till this time right here? And if y'all people are missing, if you didn't know this, God knows you know it now because I'm giving you that training. You're supposed to wait for what this red area says in your back office. Now it may look different in your time because you're in a different time zone than I am. This is my time zone for London. Everything is done in London's time zone according to the server right now. So you need to let people know this in your broadcast. 5:31, 7:20, 7:22. That's London's time. Technically, not that time. That's when I can pay it. But I usually wait. This is just me now. I wait past that time. I wait to when it's June 1st on my clock. Then I never go wrong. See, if you paid before, I'm not sure if that's going to be recorded for June 1st. Do you understand, Mr. Peter?
Okay, yeah. Though in that area where it is written crinkle account expiration, mine now is showing 1st of July. It's showing what 1st of July.
Oh, it's saying July for you right here?
Yes.
Okay. When did you pay that second time? You paid it today?
I paid it today. About
Okay. Okay. Well, you're good. Yeah. You're good then. You're good. If this says right here, crinkle account expiration says July 1st, you are all good. You good. Because see, remember, you're ahead of me in time. You're in Kenya. You're ahead of even Ghana in terms of my time. Because you're more northern in Africa. So you're like maybe like say Nigeria is like 5 hours from me right now. You're at least maybe 7 hours ahead of me, I believe, right now.
Right.
So that means your clock, you paid what you did. You're fine. You're fine. Long as this error right here says when you expire, if it says July 1st, you're all good. You're good. You're in great shape, sir. You're in great shape.
My only concern.
Excellent job, brother. Excellent.
No, the way you sit down, they are watching you as you
Okay, I'm gonna have to mute you right now, Peter, because I want to go to Mr. Michi. Mr. Michi, you had something to say, brother?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Michi? How you doing, brother?
I'm great. I'm good, sir. We appreciate your effort, Mr. Stephen. What I was about saying is just the fact that most of these challenges we are complaining is not really a challenge. If we are making ourselves available to the meeting that we usually have with admin, okay?
Yeah.
It has been stated very plain that admin has forgiven members for long, and he said it can no longer keep on repeating the same thing over and over again, and that will make us to remain one place. So it is now stated very clear that come the month of June, that you must have 2 referrals that are paying, and people need to get that very right. Some people will say, I have 2 referrals that pay, I will also pay my own, not knowing that automatically if they have 2 referrals that pay, their account has been taken care of because they will have enough to pay for themselves. And then going to the month of July, the person must have 2 referrals and 1 merchant at least. So looking at all these things, it's very, very plain, and admin just want to see that all those in Team A are responsible ones to take TBC to where we want to be. That's just it.
Absolutely. See, this is when you go on your account and you see this page, this tells you when you paid. It tells you when you pay for the next month. It's in red because it's in London's time zone in your country. See, this won't say this right now. If you look in your crinkle office, it won't say what it'll say before this time. It'll probably say what 2 o'clock or 2 something, 2:22, but it's 7:22 as compared to my time, my East Coast time in the United States. Now, if I go and pay it like this, if I pay it whenever that time comes, I'm really gonna pay it before my time. It depends, you know. I don't get it. Although I'm paying attention to that, I always wait when my time. I know I'm safe if I pay, because I'm at the zone. I'm behind. I'm behind London's time zone, so I know I'm good. But I never go wrong with this because I always check this page. That's what I do every month. So thank you, Mr. Mitchell. You were exactly right about that. Admin has forgiven us a lot. You can't keep doing this, folks, because you keep doing it, people are going to always expect it. And all the challenges that people have, if the challenge is just that I don't know how to get Bitcoin, that's no excuse anymore. None. No more challenge no more for anybody, because we got cash centers that can tell you where your cash center is in your location. Because some people out there have Bitcoin, you know. So I'm glad for Mr. My brother Peter out of Kenya. He's all good. Obviously, he was looking at his back office and he saw it, or he got NBay to show him whatever. If NBay shows you, it's good. I'm telling you. If I show you, it's good, because I know how the system works. I'm training my 2 people right now. And guess what? My 2 people are in my family. My 2 people for this month in my family. I'm training them. I'm having a Zoom with them tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock my time. We're gonna be good to go tomorrow, folks. I'm having all my people ready. This is what you have to do with your people. I don't care how many times you get with them and talk with them. Get with them all the time when it's a good time for them. If you can't meet with them in person, you got to find a way to have a Zoom meeting or some kind of way to connect with them. They got to know what you're doing, what this is all about. Folks, let me bring this down. This TBC shirt right here, you're part of this right here, TBC, the Billion Coin. As you see on my t-shirt, you're part of this right here. We got to act like we are. We're not on any type of online business here, with a mission to eradicate poverty and a goal to get to 1 billion members. Mr. Akishi, how you doing there, brother?
I'm fine. They call me.
Wow, I'm glad to see you here, brother. Thank you. If anybody got any one of the questions before we end today, anybody else got any questions? I'm pleased. Make sure, like I said, usually when you come to my broadcast, I may say something or do something or show you something that can help you, or help you and your people that you talk to, or help maybe you and your broadcast. Want to also add while I'm here, you know, tomorrow is Monday. I call it meeting day for most people in TBC. That means that we have a master adoption broadcasting meeting 1 hour before the weekly meetings. You know, weekly meetings used to be called Simba meetings, remember? And right after our broadcasters meeting, we have our weekly meeting. And remember, you get Kringles, you get some coin if you come to the weekly meetings. Now, what I do, I can't be at all at the same time. I can be at one on my phone and one on my computer. My iPad is down right now, but I have another one on that one if I could. I go back and I go back and get the keyword. And I went to 5. And I try to get to them live if I can, just to support them. But I can't hear them all at the same time. But I average between 3 to 5 meetings every week. If y'all really want to know how to really accumulate coin, go to your meetings, do broadcasts. I know that I've done more broadcasts than anyone. Mr. What's his name? Mr. Simone and myself have done more broadcasts than anybody in TBC. Simone should be maybe about five or so away from his 600 one. We all want to support him too, like y'all supported me. And Simone, tomorrow you might want to or somebody or let admin know when your 600. If you haven't already did, let them know when your 600 is. broadcast, so maybe it can be posted on the blog. But make sure you're at the meetings. Make sure I have my, one thing I want to make a correction that I did yesterday. I made one mistake, and that is I was one day ahead in my number of broadcasts. I thought I was doing my 606 broadcast yesterday. That was my 605th. And I did that 2 hours later than I normally do it. And I was busy doing the time with something else at the time my broadcast was usually go on. But today is my 606. Tomorrow's the 607th, and then on and then on. Some more people came in later. I'm so sorry that people came in later and missed it, the things I went over. But I can't continue to keep this ongoing. So I asked, my broadcast was ran about 3 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, which is my time zone. If you live in West Africa, that's 5 hours ahead of my time. So that means that would be 8 o'clock p.m. Thank you for coming, those that showed up later. Thank you so much for supporting me. I will be back tomorrow. Try to support the daily trainings admin do. Folks, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to come to that training. 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't make no excuses. I be laying in my bed. That's why you never see me, because I be laying in my bed listening to everybody and listen to the training. But I make sure that I'm there. And then after the training, I go back to sleep about 2 or 3 hours, and then I wake up in the morning like most people do. But I try to make it about 90. I can't say 100% of the time, but I try to make it about 99, 98% of the time to the trainings admin put on, and MB is the moderator. Mr. Solo, it's so good to see Mr. Solo, my brother from Lagos, Nigeria.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, it's so good to hear from you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that pastor got released. I'm so glad he got released. Woo.
Yeah, we are jubilating. We are very, very excited. We are extremely happy that it happened. Because in some cases, even when you pay the ransom, they still go ahead and kill the person,
Mm-hmm.
But we are very happy this guy has been released, even though we don't know yet if ransom was paid or not.
Mm-hmm.
But that is alive, is very, very good. And we are grateful to everybody. We are grateful to you because you said a prayer publicly here for him. So we are very happy. We are very grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
I tell you, Solo, you know one thing? People don't look at it this way, but when you kidnap someone, you're preying on humanity right then and there. Like this officer did here, everybody's seen around the world what this officer did to this African-American male here, United States. That's preying on humanity. And so we got to make sure that we treat people with love and respect like we do here in TBC.
Yes. In Nigeria, generally, Nigerians are having the feeling, especially the power, the authority, the police, the army, or the law enforcement agents, they have no regard for human life. Two of my workers, one was the brother was shot and killed on the spot. That was last 2 weeks. And this one now we're talking about is a girl that was telling something with the mother. The police shot the girl, and she died too.
Mm-hmm.
Mother is one of my staff. It's horrible. They kill people at random here. They have no regard for human life, because the government also has no regard for human life. Because if they tell them that human life is very important, they will be very careful how they use it. But there's no regard for human life in Nigeria. Anything can happen anytime. It's a shame. It's a wonderful. It's a very bad situation. Very, very bad indeed.
Wow.
Yes.
I tell you, Solo, I tell you, I pray for you guys all the time, man. I tell you, I miss you guys so much. I tell you, I'd like to thank you again for what you did for me when I came. I never forget that, Solo. I never forget you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. It was wonderful having you around.
I tell you, it was monumental. I loved every moment in Lagos. Oh, I loved it. Woo.
It rejuvenated all of us. I mean, it gave us some fresh air, you know, a feeling of fresh air. It's good when you have your brothers coming from outside, from everywhere, and coming together. It gave us opportunity of even knowing ourselves. I knew Mr. Optimist Amechi just by correspondence. I never saw him. But the conference gave me opportunity to see him one-on-one. And now we know ourselves, you know. It's a very good thing. I hope this rubbish pandemic will end so that admin will continue the conference everywhere in the world so that people get to know themselves, you know.
That's right.
You can see people in the same country, but you don't know yourselves. And the more we know ourselves, the more we react and the more we can really feel what others are feeling. It's a very nice opportunity indeed.
It was so much unity in that conference. It was so much unity there. I loved it.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, when you see somebody, you now develop your real feeling for the fellow. When they are corresponding, you don't know who he is, you know, because a lot of people can say good things in correspondence, but when you meet them, you have the feeling that this guy is not a good fellow. And then you know how to interact with him. But when you interact, when you see yourself, you begin to feel that these are your real people. And the way the conference went, we really made a lot of friends during that period. And
I'm
there was
telling
a
you.
lot of unity. Yes, it was a success. A wonderful success.
I felt y'all made me feel like I was home, man. I felt so comfortable there. I felt so comfortable in Africa, man. I mean, I knew I was gonna feel that way when I came there. I knew it. I just knew it.
No, I was so happy that you came. You know why? Because all the time I've been listening to you, long, I think 2017 or something like that.
Right.
You have always been you want to come to Africa. You
yeah,
want
it was
to
like 2 years ago. Yeah, I wanted to come, but
yeah. So when you came this time, and the place you set your feet down first was in my own country, I was very, very happy. I was very, very happy that you did.
Admin and Admin, no, I did whatever it took to, and by you sending me those credentials, that helped me. And I was flying to Washington D.C. 3 times to get everything, and I gathered everything together. I regret I missed the 2 states that before y'all had already did it, but I got the last one, and that was in Lagos. And we met that king, and then we fed some more people. Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yes, awesome. I'm very happy about it. It was a very nice occasion. It was very good.
Now I'm hoping that I get to my brother Mr. Michaels in Ghana. That's why I want to go I want to see that, and then other areas around the world. But we got to wait till, unfortunately, we got to wait till the international borders get open.
Yes.
Because that's what's keeping us apart right now. The international borders are keeping us apart.
We'll be waiting.
you know, I wanted to meet you in Ghana. I bought my ticket and everything, but because of the pandemic, I was stopped.
I'll be waiting. So glad to meet you people. I'll be so happy to meet you people.
Can you imagine? We got Solo, me, Mbe. It could be a Michi, it be whoever it is, whoever wants to be, and all us together. Can you imagine what that's gonna be like?
That would be fantastic.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Got all the leaders together. Oh my God, man. Yeah. That's what I felt. I felt so good at being around some people that I've been talking to and knowing for the last few years. It just felt so good, you know?
It feels good, Stephen. It feels very good.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Just like I told you I was gonna come. I'm coming back, you know. And no, listen, as long as I got these positive, good relationships in Africa, folks, y'all not gonna be able to keep me away. I'm gonna see Mr. Simone. I want to see Mr. Simone in person too. You know, see my brother, because I'm telling you something, guys. Despite this pandemic stuff and what happened in this country, in Italy, you know, he's from the Bangladesh community, but I'm telling you, his country is beautiful. Oh, man, he got some areas in Italy off the water that's breathtaking, beautiful. My God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful country over there in Italy. Isn't it, Simone?
Yeah. I've been to Italy. Italy is a very beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank you.
country. Very beautiful too.
Beautiful
It is
country.
very beautiful. It is. I've been there. It's a wonderful place.
Oh, you've been there
It's a wonderful.
before, Solo.
Yeah. You know, I lived in Europe for 10 years, and I'm
Wow.
still practicing in Europe.
Wow.
Yeah. I
Wow.
go to Europe all the time.
Wow.
It's
Man, I
beautiful.
wish I knew. I wish I knew you
Somehow
then.
so is a fantastic leader in the Nigeria. Is a intelligent person. The Germany is the also doctorate degree also completed and the worldwide is a fantastic
Yes.
guys. I love it. The solo.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank you, brother. Thank you, my brother.
Thank
You
you.
know one thing? I think one day, I really think it's going to happen for all of us when we all together. I really believe that's going to happen one day. And I
Wow.
think it may be sooner than we think. We can just get these internationals open. Because I'm
And
going to
that
get with Admin about that. I'm going to get MB and I'm going to talk to Admin about that, how we can all get together. At least one time
yes,
in a year, we can all get together, you know?
yes. And that will probably be in the US, you know, because that is the center of the pivot of TBC, you know.
That would
So
be great.
that may be very, very interesting. That will be very great.
I would
That
love
will
to
be
see y'all.
wonderful.
I like to see all of y'all here in the U.S. Because, oh man, if I ever get any of y'all here in the U.S., I'm gonna show y'all the best time you've ever had.
I believe I know that.
I'm telling you
Even I know
now,
that.
I got some things to
Yeah,
show you all. Woo! Mm.
yeah.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna
That is
stay. I'm
wonderful.
gonna make sure you stay in with some of the nice hotels. I'm gonna get the same way y'all treated me. I'm gonna treat you that, if not better. I'm telling you.
Wonderful. That is fantastic.
So get ready. If you ever come
That is
here,
good.
get ready. when you ever come here, get ready. I'm telling you.
Yes, that will be good. That will be great.
Because I
One
know
of
a
That
lot
will
of
be
you have never been
questions
here before.
I will right now the 595 and after
Woo!
10
Five more.
yes I'm five more
Wow.
and all
I
is
was right.
by
I said about five more.
is the history and the history of the moment. The 600. My first brother, the Stephen Coffey, 600 already achieved, complete. And I am appreciate brother 600. And today the 606 live broadcasting. And I am already at five more, and then I will the win for the 600.
Wow.
Inshallah, all of
Wow.
kind
That's
of
excellent.
support.
Excellent. He's been
That's fantastic.
consistent, just like me, consistent. Consistent.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
And he
exactly.
and late and recently last past week he been playing some great music before he gets started. I love your music, by the way, Simone.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got some good selection of music there here.
Yes, of course.
That's very good.
And important need because our community just for the 10 or 20 people somehow the broadcasting, but we are the all together voice the broadcaster, and we are the around the world what happened the pandemic, the coronavirus covid-19, that is the voice. Important is the voice, not only someone the people the 20 people 30 people the broadcasting, but not support the more because our need broadcaster, more broadcaster. And
Yeah.
Yes.
we are the 300 people every day, 2 hours our admin training. We are the just only for the 15 minutes and 30 minutes the broadcasting, nothing. The 30-minute broadcasting
Yeah.
every single day wake up, that's it.
Right. It
But
don't have
we
to
are
be long
the
broadcasts. It could be.
yeah.
Look at Stephen Dave. He does broadcasts maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but they're very very good. You know.
Yes, very good the broadcast.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is
Yes,
the
very
memory and the mindset up because our admin hardworking and we are the hardworking, and this is the not a matter for 400 500 600 700, but we are the wake up call right now.
Mm-hmm.
All broadcaster Nigeria, Bangladesh, India, Philippines, all guys wake up call the broadcaster, and we are the successfully our mission complete, and our main thing the missionary currency, and our situation we are the create and complete the success.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because we got, admin said of us, he may make that, he said he have told us in the training, he want all our mass out of the team to be in broadcasting. So he may make that a requirement and may come at some point. And people like MB and myself and Mr. Michael and some other people that's here, you know, Musa, we already broadcasters.
Wake up call. Our brother, wake up call, the broadcaster. 15-minute, our Tindi brothers, 7 minutes, 15 minutes, the wake up call, the broadcaster.
Yeah, broadcasting is easy.
All over that. Not forced, but we are the willingly wake up call. More people. Nigeria, more than 1 million people. All over the people. Is something about the broadcaster wake up call. Yeah, our social media is coming soon. Our admin says something about the social media, private social media. So we are the privately, where the code number, that is the privacy. But I think so. Watching the Facebook post, and I said the post, maybe risky, the YouTube channel, the wake up call, the CNN, and the COVID-19, the flash, and our hacking problem, Facebook hacking problem. I know that, but we are the just wake up call the privacy. But we are the willingly talked about the our admin Christic, and he also solution. How can we add the wake up? How can we add the working the broadcasting? How is the solution? That's it. Dr. Salam Mahato is very intelligent and say something about our Christian Kingle tomorrow, and say about the how can we are to say something about more broadcasting and need and wake up call the people invited.
Yep, you know, that's a very good point you just said. That may be something we need to address in our broadcast meeting tomorrow. We need some more broadcasters to really wake up. That's been kind of down. It may be part of the challenges. We don't know what it is, but sometimes it's more mental, and we got to get. And that's why I've always been talking about. For me, I've been concerned about the thought process, what we have, what's going on with us in our brains as TBCNs, as our brains as Master Dr. Team, because we got to be sit together. We got to be unified. We got to be truly unified in most things we do in order to get to 1 billion members. We got to be strong, because see, when we get up in the millions, folks, guess what? People are going to notice us. And guess who's going to be on the front line to tell people who we are? The broadcasters, the people that's doing the weekly meetings. We're going to be the ones that's telling people. So
that's right, Stephen.
And I think another questions my memory, Stephen brother and Solo Amato. I say about the live broadcasting also. Our weekly contest, weekly contest is something about the surprising our men people, the 50%, somehow the earning money, but broadcasting just focusing who is 100 broadcasting, who is a 200 broadcasting, who is a 300 broadcasting. So something about the only for the bonus and the gift offer. So I think, believe me, my memory, more broadcasting come with us. Who is a 50 broadcaster? You are the surprise the week. Who is the 100 broadcasting? You surprise the week. Who is the 200 broadcasting? You surprise the week. That is the more broadcasting is come with us the wake up call.
Right.
I think so.
It don't matter if you do it 10, 20, 30, don't matter. Just be a broadcaster.
Only $10, $5, and who is person the wake up call and willingly. And I think I'm sure the Nigeria, Philippines, India, all guys come with the broadcast. Same like the Bitcoin bounty.
Yep.
Yeah, right. And
same like the Bitcoin bounty. I'm sure 100 broadcast, 200 broadcast, 300 broadcaster. This is the Bitcoin bounty. Same like we. Sure.
You know, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, because I may bring it to admin attention. I may bring it to admin attention. Now we get TBC coin, but what if admin, when we get to the point where we're earning more income, I wonder if admin ever thought about paying Bitcoin bounty, but depends on when you get a certain amount of broadcasters. And I don't know how he would do it, but
use broadcasting wake up. Use broadcasting. Amazing. We are the thinking the 1 million broadcaster. How can it possible? This is the Bitcoin bounty is a throw.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Even if it's $1, it's something.
Yeah, we get paid anyway. TBC coin for every broadcast. We get about 10,000. I think it's 100,000. In fact, let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something here. Bitcoin. We get not Bitcoin bounty. We get. Hold on a minute. Let me do this again. I don't know if my crack may have already timed out because we've been talking for a while. Oh, there. Look.
Yeah.
100,000. 100,000. 100,000. It was one time. Remember back in the day, there was a time when they did. Let me see what they did. Even more. Look at this.
No, this is the coin. This is the coin. Okay, we are the Bitcoin bounding the throw and the proposal with the new surprises. Maybe I think so.
I have never gotten one rejected. Never. This one's still pending. They got to prove it. The one I did yesterday. But I've never got one rejected. But what if admin one day said, I'm going to give you Bitcoin bounty because you're doing all these broadcasts?
Yeah.
It may come, folks. It may come. Because admin said he got more coming. He got more coming.
If we get more people on the rotator as we are moving forward, admin may include this as one of the conditions, that if you want to remain in Team A, you must be a broadcaster. Absolutely. And then if you're a broadcaster, the more it should be a competition. The more you broadcast and factually and important renditions, you get some bonus. I think it will.
Yeah.
My memory is I'm thinking so because this is the right now. This time is a good point. We are the wake up call and more focus and the Bitcoin pay for us. Boom.
There it is. Really? There it is. You're right, Simone. I agree with you 100%. And you're gonna see more broadcasters.
We are the willing to talk to the tomorrow broadcasting and with everything else.
I may. You know what I might do tomorrow, folks? Yeah. I may bring that up in my broadcasting meeting tomorrow. Just ask admin, or you or me. It could be either one of us. But I may bring it up because I'm on who I am. But I'm just saying I may bring it to admin's attention just to see. He may already thought about it already. He just maybe haven't given it to us yet.
Yes, he may.
So
because he has always emphasized on broadcasting. He has always said people should broadcast. Yeah. So I would not be surprised if he adds some incentive to it, so that people will now look forward to something for broadcasting.
That may be an incentive. That's an incentive. That may be a great incentive.
When we are the scene, the heavy hitter, our ambidextrous, our escalator is a willingly fired. The joining people, the willingly fired the 1,000 people and 30% the bonus. Our thinking is totally just something is different focus, and maybe Solo Amahoto I think is understand, and we are the willingly talk to about discuss our admin and maybe say something about.
Yeah, I know that we get TBC coin, but I'm gonna ask. I don't ask if that ever came through admin's attention, because guess what? You need to be a member to broadcast.
Yeah.
Naturally.
You can't be a member. You can't broadcast TBC really the way we do it and not be a member of TBC.
No, you can't. There's no way you can do that.
Right.
And you have to be in today to have the facts and the figures you use for your broadcast. Right. Because broadcast must have some quality in it. It's not just talking on air. You must have some quality, and the quality is the facts and figures that admin releases during the trainings, or what happens during special meetings, weekly meeting, or broadcasters meeting, and all this. That's where you gather the facts you use for your own broadcast. So if somebody broadcasts factually and is approved, there should be some special incentives for that.
Right.
And it will wake you. Yes, as someone said, it's very, very interesting. Yes, it is.
I may get with admin about that. I just think it's something that that may become more of a something incentive to get people to be broadcast, because you don't have to do, they don't have to be long drawn out like we're doing today. It could be 15 minutes. It could be 10 minutes.
Yes,
you know?
it could be. And with in-depth facts and figures, very simple.
Because I'm thinking it's got to be something that can unite people to be broadcasters more. And that may be,
yes.
if they get some kind of Bitcoin bounty, that might do it.
And you see, Stephen, as we are discussing this, you as brothers in the same community, you begin to have some feeling of exactly in what direction TBC is going. You begin to have the feeling of future and camaraderie,
Right.
The broadcasting, if others join, like we have joined in their broadcast now, you discuss it freely, and then if admin watches it, he will begin to have the feeling of really how the people are thinking in TBC, because most of them will not be able to talk in the presence of admin, It's
because
not
right
easy
now, but get this, Solo. One thing right now that's really important, if you approach it, something came across my mind how to approach admin with this. If we do it because we are in a system, but we know what is existing, but there's a lot of people still believe that in this coronavirus stuff and blah blah blah. But even in TBC, if you give them incentive to earn some income, some people don't follow a system like they should. But being a broadcaster is easy. It's really easy.
It is.
And so if you do a broadcast, you can do it over your phone for that matter. I mean, look at Tendy. Look at Brother Terusa Tendy. That's all he does is on. He's an excellent on the phone. He's excellent on his phone.
Yes.
You know?
On the motion, they're talking.
He's excellent on his phone.
Yes.
So anyway, guys, we've been having a good conversation today, but I don't know whether that's brought up to we need to bring it to admin's attention to see how he feels about it. That may be something he's already thought about, but just haven't brought it out yet. But but I think it's a great idea. I'm not asking for a lot of income, because we're gonna get income in the rotator anyway. Yes. I'm just wondering if that's something that he possibly thought about. I don't know how he would pay. That's his decision how he would want to do it, pay people for it. But I right now would be a good time, because people need income. They need income in different ways. I know we got two good ways, and that's our weekly Bitcoin bounty contest and the rotator.
Yeah.
But not everybody's broadcasting. Took like my brother and I, Simone and I, and some other people like Terusa attending. I'm thinking of all these people that's out here broadcasting. We've been consistent for a long time, and I'm not saying that this 100,000 in TBC it doesn't mean anything, because it do. But I just wonder, has admin thought about any small Bitcoin bounty that we could receive, or how often could we receive? It could be every 3 months, I don't know. I'm just putting things out there in the air. I just don't know how he would do it, but I'll be considered. I hope so. It's really up to admin, but admin may say he may do a vote on that. He may put it for all the Master Adopted Team, because he want all Master Adopted Team to be broadcasters.
Yes.
Make a vote. If you become a broadcaster, this is how much you'll receive. Who agrees? Make it a voting thing. You know, since we're all admin,
That's right.
We gotta have see. I'm gonna tell y'all something. One thing I've noticed in other online businesses, there are multiple ways of earning income, and we got to bring that into TBC too in our way. if we want people to really stay home and I'm not saying you can't get another opportunity, that's your choice, but I'm saying if you are staying in TBC, you have to you got to have incentives, and that's one reason why admin bought this Bitcoin bounty a year ago in April of 2019, because a lot of people were not making money in TBC. They didn't know how. They wasn't going about the way that subscribed, and so admin said, "I'm gonna try a different way." Now admin's bought the rotator out. Now I don't know if it's got enough income to pay broadcasters anything of any kind of small bounty. I don't know if it is, but I'm gonna ask. We can ask. I'm going to bring it up in a broadcasting meeting, because I think that's the place where it should be brought up and have some discussion about it, and also and then we can talk about it, because we got a lot of them, and we got a lot of them in a lot of broadcasters in the Philippines, a lot of them in the Philippines, and they're doing a great job. I think about Marilyn Brown. She's almost in a weekly Bitcoin contest. She's brought in merchants. She's getting paid. But I'm thinking about some other people that are not getting paid, that want to be like, want to get in the mix. They can get in the mix, but everybody doesn't have the same mindset. You know, we're trying to get there, but people are a little bit slower than others getting there. And so I was just thinking different ways. I don't know if admins thought about this. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not even speaking for myself about this. I'm talking about people that's out here been broadcasting for a while, and we maybe will wake up some more broadcasters if they give them a little bounty. I don't know how they'll do it. I don't know how he would do it, how it would go, but I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring it to his attention. Also, now we got, also, by the way, we got this T-shirt thing. That's another way. Another way to earn income that's coming up. So I'm gonna bring in admins to, I don't know if maybe he may have it. I don't know what he'll think of it, but I'm gonna definitely because I'm glad we're talking about it today. I'm glad we brought that up that we talking about today, because it may help wake up some people. It may wake up some broadcasters.
It will wake up a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it will. I really think it will. It'll wake up a lot of people. They say, well, I can make some Bitcoin bounty if I'm a broadcaster and I don't have to talk for 15, 20 minutes. You know? Yes. They'll find a way. I think they'll find a way. I really do. Yeah. So I'm glad we all agree to this. I'm glad we all agree. And you can use, if nobody can use a personal example, look at Stephen Dave. He does very short broadcasts, but they're very informative and people love them. A person, I think about a brother like that, he should be compensated for it, because he gives some incredible broadcasts and they're very short. I'm still trying to be like him. All right, folks. It was a nice conversation. And so great to have you, brother Solo, today, and Musa, and all of y'all today. Thank you so much. And somebody else was there earlier, but they had to leave. But thank you so much, Simone. And that conversation, it was right on, brother, right on. So we let's talk about this. I hope Admin made me think in another era. I don't know how his thinking is, but could we vote if we can't? If Admin wants to put it out to everybody, because he don't want to make his decision like this by himself, he's kind of leaning towards getting out to all the Master Dr. Team and the other admins. Maybe something we can vote on. Yes. I believe that people will vote to make this happen. I really believe it.
Everybody will vote for it to make it happen, because this is another way of making an income, you know.
If admin really wants everybody to step up to be a broadcaster, start paying them a little Bitcoin and see what happened.
This is the fire.
See what happened and see what happened. Everybody's gonna be jumping to be broadcasters.
Exactly.
Watch and see. Y'all know this is true. Y'all know it. You're going to see the people wake up that were doing broadcast. They're going to come back. You're going to see everybody being broadcasters. If you want all the evidence, if you want all the people, give them a little incentive to be a broadcaster. That they something they can actually tangible use, because people can use this Bitcoin like cash right now, like right now. So and just like they're doing the Bitcoin bounty, you bring a person in. So we're talking about all that broadcast. He wants everybody to be broadcasters. Now I got an idea how it can happen. I mean, I mean, all of us have an idea that it can happen. So I'm gonna present it to him. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm gonna put it in his chair and see what he thinks. We're gonna talk about this tomorrow a little bit. He may have something to talk about, but I'm gonna at least bring that up and maybe can open the floor, and I'll let him know that a few people and y'all will be there tomorrow. I said a few people that thought it was a great idea. I don't know how he feels about it, but I'm gonna at least bring it to his attention. Because we can do that. I can do that on that broadcast meeting. So, again, and I'm not thinking about myself at all. I mean, if you want to pay me some, I accept it. But I'm thinking about all these other people that could be broadcasters that's not broadcasters. And I think that can incentivize, it can really boost them. Because people need income, like yesterday, particularly now. And that's a way to earn some income. You know, that's an easy way. Just give a certain, and he can give how much time you need the broadcast to be. If it's got to be 10, 15, whatever, to get that, to meet that. I was thinking, I don't know, again, that's just what's coming out of my mind. Y'all may have some ideas too, but we could talk about that tomorrow for a little bit. I know he may have some other things he want to talk about in the broadcast meeting, but I'm going to bring that up for a little open discussion about that. And then he can say how he wants to do, what he want to do. I know y'all all agree to that. So, but thank you all for being here today. Thank you so much, guys. And y'all have a great night. I appreciate it. Bye-bye, everybody.